Welcome to Keith and the Girl. I'm Keith Malley, the winner yet again of Silent Trailer's best game show ever made. If you were there this weekend, you saw, though, that it came down to the final answer, didn't it? Because I give them the feeling that they might have a chance, but they don't, do they? They never do. So in all seriousness, though, I do want to say R.I.P. to Zach Sherwin, to Casey Balsham, Emily Panic, to Megan Keister.
And I'm Chemda. Wow, Keith, congratulations. It really was a nail biter.
Thank you. And thank you to everybody who came out. These are virtual shows, of course. Tickets to a new Silent Trailer show and lineup will be posted soon. Want to know where? Add it to your calendar. Silent Trailers, the chat, other live events we do. Check out our schedule, keithandthegirl.com/calendar. keithandthegirl.com/calendar. It's all that simple. Chemda, how are you, by the way?
I'm doing all right. You know, good COVID to you still. We can carry that to now, I think. Sure.
I feel like I'm having it tougher than most people. I got these bites when we went camping, just regular bug bites around my ankle. And one is right on the ankle bone, and it is driving me mad.
From a week ago?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to bite shame you, but it's very strange. I got no bites while we were camping. This place, it's very strange. I don't know how to word it. This place takes care of their bugs.
How tall are your socks? See, my Kyle, she loves me wearing ankle socks. If I wear full length socks, she dries up like the Sahara Desert. So I have a ring of bites around the top of the sock.
She wasn't at camping. This is like how I used to feel as a kid.
But she threw them all out. They're gone. I didn't have a choice. Yeah.
You need camping socks.
Hello?
Oh, okay. All right.
But
cool.
Apparently camping socks make women vomit, and I didn't want that. But I'll know for next time. No, I do. I have big a retraction of sorts I have to make. This was a big deal in our household. Last week, if you recall, I was talking about over Labor Day week visiting my sister-in-law, meaning, and then I explained this story about how Kyle's mom knew this other mom. That mom had a kid. That's the kid I saw. Kyle and this kid, Nancy, are considered sisters because when Nancy's mom died, Kyle's mom took her in. And I said that the sister at the time was 1 and Kyle was 7. And apparently this is a huge mistake and it misrepresents the entire story. And I would like to apologize to everyone listening today, how your week and weekend must have been, not knowing that here's the truth. Kyle was 1 and the girl was 7 when all her family died in a plane crash. So I know that to everybody, you probably have to make a couple phone calls. Maybe you're sharing this story and really got the numbers mixed up. No. Kyle was 1 year old and the sister was 7, not the opposite. And there's more.
The sister, that means, was more affected in a way because she was more conscious of what was going on.
Perhaps.
Right. Yeah, we don't know.
And in this version, Kyle understands it's her sister more because she's even younger.
Right.
Not the other way around, which would change everything. Okay. Also, I guess I assumed I mentioned this and didn't. Very important to the story is that Kyle's mom and Nancy's mom were sisters.
I thought you said that.
I thought I did too, but apparently I did not. And so you might have been out there thinking, oh, how sweet of Kyle's mom taking in somebody like it's family, like it's a matter of fact. Now, they already knew this person. It's not even that big a fucking deal. So I just want to apologize to everybody who thought the ages were a complete opposite of the truth. and that the moms did know each other indeed. And I hope everybody could forgive me, B, understand I wasn't trying to be malicious.
Such a big ask.
And
what else?
Well, that's it.
Is there a see your way out? I'm sorry, you're on timeout. What a magical place for Kyle to be in, to be dating you. This is your apology.
Yeah,
what is going on? It
must have been. It must. I picture everybody. I don't. If you're listening in your car, did you pull over so that you can, breathe normal? Are you punching a wall in your house? And I'm responsible. I guess send me the bill. I can't believe I said what I said and the way I said it. And I hope everybody understands that literal 2 minutes. I timed it. That literal 2 minutes on that show. I hope that I explained it in a more proper way.
I think we lost listeners because of your stupid mistake.
I can't in good conscience just,
it didn't make sense.
They're, you know what? Let them think 7-1. Who cares? But you gotta step up when it matters. Okay. Everybody knows that.
So, Keith, we talked about your tone before, and you say that people don't take you seriously because you have a sarcastic voice, whether you're being sincere or actually sarcastic.
I was stuck with it.
I just want to give you a little heads up. You might have a sarcastic tone right now. So in case you want to, adjust what we're listening to.
Listen. Well, that's something the audience has to work on in therapy, right? Sure. Listen to the words, not what your made up meaning behind them. I am so sorry that I messed up. Now write that down, read it back to yourself. That's how I mean it. Right.
And close your eyes so you don't see any eye rolling, because that's not a thing.
Thank you. No, when you make a mistake, you step up. I'm reading a story about a popular YouTuber, Jordan Cheyenne, and she realized she made a mistake, and she's trying to be the best mom she can. What she's been doing is having a YouTube channel about her personal life. Like, oh, my car broke down. I'm so sad. Cry with me. This kind of thing. Well, her dog supposedly got COVID. And so she did a video with her 9-year-old son and herself crying about this dog. Oops. Jordan then showed the video accidentally where she was coaching her son to cry and put his head on her, breast to he can't even look at the camera, or to look at the camera so she can put her face next to his face because they're so inconsolable. And I'll play some audio, but she's like, now cry about the dog. He's like, I am crying. Like, well, put your hand up to your face, but don't cover your mouth, but put it next to your eye like this. Do it like this.
First of all, I never want to be in a story that you read about or that you tell where in the middle of the story goes, oops. You're like, oh, fuck.
Oopsie daisy.
Keith's oopsie daisy corner. And then second, it sounds like this woman is a really bad director. And that's the thing. Like, if you're not letting your children react the way they react, if you're going to coach them into crying, this is never Martin Scorsese going, more feeling. No.
Right.
Cry. Like, it doesn't work with washing the dishes. And I don't think it works with acting either. Maybe she should take a direction class.
Jordan is 30 years old. She took down her YouTube channel after a video where she poses. Like, I picture her checking, like, oh, what are people saying about me? Bitch. What? Maybe
they're talking about the dog. The dog is a bitch.
Took down her YouTube channel after a video where she poses with her crying son went viral. Congrats.
She took down the whole channel?
That's what it says at first. She tells 9-year-old Christian to act like he's crying, instructs him how to pose. I am crying. I'm seriously sad, he says. She's like, you're not doing it good enough.
Oh, he's having an actual moment about the dog.
Yeah.
Oh.
She calls herself a beauty and lifestyle content creator. Sure. We are heartbroken, she said in the video at the time. The puppy has parvovirus, a condition that can be fatal for unvaccinated dogs. Look at that. Even dogs are getting vaccinated.
I didn't know that.
They eat their own shit. Do you know what I mean?
To help
and they
you.
know, and they know. At the end of the video, presumably in a portion that she had intended to cut, she could be seen telling her son to pose for the camera as he wept. All right, here's that.
Can't wait for her to bring her home and be part of our family. Put your head right here. Pray for us. We appreciate it. I love you guys. Bye. Come here. Come closer for the video. Come closer. Come closer.
Come closer, and the kid's crying.
Put your head right here. Come closer. Closer down. Put
your head on my chest.
Act like you're crying. Really quick. I am crying.
Oh.
And then she's posing,
Go like this. No, Mom, I'm actually seriously crying. No, I know, but go like this for the video.
Mom, I'm actually really crying.
Like
yeah, I know, but do this.
No, go like this. Put your hand like this. But let them see your mouth. Let them see your mouth. Mom, I'm actually crying.
He says it again.
Look at me. I'm actually crying. I know, look at me. Look at me. Look at the camera.
And he looks at the camera. She puts her forehead on the side of his head. They're inconsolable.
It's okay. It's over.
It's over. Don't worry. It's okay. It's done. Yeah, for the video. Mom, I am crying. Yeah. Ignore that. For the video. Come on. For the video. You're making a fucked up kid.
Oh my God. They're actually crying.
Yeah.
This kid is really crying because his dog is sick.
And is the dog sick? Honestly.
Right.
I'm gonna doubt it.
Right. Oh man.
Due to the increased backlash, Cheyenne, who brands herself as an Instagram growth coach as well, said she was stop. So first she said, "Okay, I'm going to take it down. I'm going to focus on my family. That's what's right for us."
Mm-hmm.
You know, first it's almost also a lesson to us somehow. Like, I'm sorry, but my family's important. I think I'm going to take down YouTube. Then she realizes, no, what else do I know? Nothing. I'm going to do YouTube, but I won't include my son anymore. His health and well-being is primary to me.
Okay, robot voice.
Yeah. I'm disgusted and horrified at what I did, and there is absolutely no excuse. It's terrible on so many levels. Name them.
Yeah. Name
just one level. Yeah.
So many. How many is many?
I love my child more than anything and will regret this moment forever. I'm immensely disappointed in my behavior. I wish I could show us at the vet crying and being so emotional and everything that happened. This is the apology.
I wish I could show you how real it was.
Yeah.
And I allowed him to cry that time, but I wished I did have a camera.
I'm immensely disappointed in myself. Next sentence. I wish I could show us at the vet crying and being so emotional and everything that happened. But then if I did that, you know what people will say? Why are you filming your son crying? Why are you filming the emotional moment?
Oh, this is part of the apology.
Yes, there is no need for hateful violence and cussing on Instagram.
Oh, don't you talk about my cussing.
Yeah.
Your words are so much more hurtful. Your child is reaching for you, but not enough because it's not enough for us to see. Also, by the way, you really are a bad director because emotions aren't necessarily like that. Your child could be crying and not making the most cry-like face for your thumbnail. I hope that he was videotaping her when she realized that, or he videotapes her. Why do I keep saying videotapes? I hope he tapes her as she's writing the apology letter with all the crumpled up paper. Like, no, I will not apologize for that. She starts over. Ugh. What can I say?
In the ending of the video, I was so emotionally worn out. I had Christian on my shoulder and I was like, come pose for the thumbnail with me. I shouldn't have done that.
So many levels are not being listed. Instead, what's being listed is what we did wrong.
Me trying to get that thumbnail. So it's a pure video otherwise, where they're crying in the car. But just trying to get the video as a little bonus so you could say that I shouldn't have done because that was fake. How do we know? Because you caught me. But everything else was real, and you should have seen us at the vet. When do you want me videotaping my son crying? I don't even know with you people. Does she have a husband? In a later video, she committed to stop including Christian in her videos after saying she wouldn't do them at all. I have made the decision that is 100% the healthiest for my child and his mental health to be off the camera.
Are you asking if she has a partner, like to see what the partner thinks about this?
Does the partner give a fuck? Yeah.
Right. Because I would be annoyed.
Annoyed?
I would be like, maybe I would imagine that rule of not putting your child in there is one of the partners asks.
Right. And then the article talks about another YouTuber that got in trouble. Perhaps most famously, there was Maryland YouTuber parents Mike and Heather Martin, who lost custody of their 2 children in 2017 for cruel pranks played on their channel called Daddy05, including telling one child he was adopted, smashing his Xbox with a hammer, pretending that he would be left alone while the rest of the family went to Disney World. They would just take video of this kid crying.
I got to say, I know a lot of parents are doing that. I don't think you're funny. I think you have a terrible sense of humor and you just want a reaction, and it's the easiest. Just take the candy out of your 5-year-old's hands and then videotape that. They'll cry over anything. Their life is so small and it's all yours. You are weak. But I know that parents trick. How about the Jimmy Fallon things? Not Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, who encourages people to fuck with their kids on video.
Yeah.
Like pretend that you need toilet paper when you're pooping, and then when your kid hands it to you, have pretend shit on you and put it on their hand and then show the reaction. But that's a very emotional thing. And so I don't know why you think this is so much fun to do with your kids.
I wonder if my dad had a YouTube channel or something, because I remember he told me he was a human being, right? And then,
oh boy.
A British teenager's attempt to measure his penis went wildly wrong when he got a USB cable stuck in his privates.
Where do you guys measure from?
He measures from inside the balls. 15 years old.
No.
He gave himself the shaft when he inexplicably inserted the wire into his urethra.
I don't get, because he was trying to see how, oh my God, what kind of, am I getting this right?
I don't know where he's trying to go from, but I guess he's like maybe inside, because your balls kind of get in the way. So I get to count every inch that's I can gather from the inside.
Oh my God. Wait, what happened to his dick?
I got a USB cord stuck in there, so he had to go to the doctor.
I don't think this should have made the news. I think we should leave a 15-year-old with his dick alone.
They take his name out, He surgically removed it, and the teen, apparently hard up for measuring tape, was sent home the next day.
Why are they using words like hard up?
Right.
Why?
I hope they at least measured it for him. Otherwise, he's going to be back. Repeat offender. Okay, I'm at the doctor's office. Now tell me how big. And they're like, get out of here. You should be embarrassed. I'm like, I'm humiliated, but that's done. How big is my dick?
Also, he's like, I imagine you have to measure it so you can do the operation, right? You have to go how many inches deep to get it out? Excuse me?
We're going to take the cable out. It's like, okay, I'm just going to mark it real quick. I mean, it's already in.
Oh, that is so sad. Is this a precautionary tale? Cautionary tale? Cautionary tale.
The younger you are, I don't know, the more you want to get your life started, but it does seem like 18 is so young, doesn't it? This kid's 15. In 3 years, he could apply to be a doctor himself.
Well, pre-med in all fairness.
Yeah, sure. They'll teach him not to shove USB cable. USB is electrical, they'll explain in pre-med.
I would like, and some people are watching this on YouTube, and congratulations, hit click like just for you. But for those who don't know that YouTube exists, it is a fantastic way to find out absolutely everything. And if you want to measure your dick, I'm sure you could put in there how to measure my dick properly. And it will tell you about these people who measured their dick improperly. And then you can do it right.
I see such catastrophes in the kitchen that Benny, the 13-year-old, makes. And I think he's on some TikTok scam site. I think it's like made for assholes, but 60 eggs in the microwave. Oh, no. I'm like, there's no way you're not on some bullshit site where they're trying to set your house on fire. Now for this dessert, you'll need 3 Tide Pods, a frozen honey, and a battery. Like, okay, where's this going?
Right.
Mom, I know what I'm doing. This 15-year-old that put a USB cable in the dick is like, what are you doing over there? Mom, I'm old enough. I know what I'm doing.
I don't know how to break it to anybody, but that 15-year-old was old enough to know better.
Of course.
Yes, that is old enough.
What if it's even he's lying and he's saying I was trying to measure it, but really he was going to plug it into the wall and see what happens.
That's hilarious. I thought you were going to go with what if he was sounding. It's just like a new era.
Right. Oh, Lord. Here's another story. An Indiana man pleaded guilty to misusing the 911 system after calling the line 4 times in one night to complain that he was, quote, tired.
What was he asking for? Did the cops show up?
He just wants you to hear.
But everyone's tired at night.
Daniel Schroeder, 61, got a sentence of...
Not doing well for the Schroeders. How does it feel when it's very possible as a U.S., born and raised, that you could hear your last name in some junk like this? Oops, there's your last name. You're
trending. Got a sentence of 6 months in prison, but it was suspended on the condition that he not call 911 unless it's an emergency. He violated that condition the very next day and was sentenced to 60 days. Well, you taught him nothing. He just went down from 6 months to 2 months. Okay. First of all, you got to tell some. This is why therapy is important. You got to tell somebody your hangups, and he doesn't have anybody close to him that takes it seriously when he says he's tired.
That's true. I don't know that you should arrest this person. I understand his misuse, but look at the misuse. He's like a child, and he's actually an adult. Are we checking that this person is an adult? Or maybe he's an adult that needs supervision, because this is not regular.
He is 61 years old. It'd be funny if he leaves jail after 2 months and goes, "Thank you. Well arrested." That's all I wanted.
You don't think that a 61-year-old calling 911 to say he's tired might need some help? Right. If everybody think about your mother or father or whatever parent, aunt, whoever is taking care of you, they're 61 years old and you found out that they're calling 911 to let them know that they're tired. What would you do? Oh my God, put this criminal away now. Okay, I feel safer. Is that person still in jail? Because I feel safer.
I don't know that. That is a great question. I wonder if he is like, I am getting a good night's sleep, but it really only took 3 days. The 2 months is a overkill. I have to learn how to fight. I just wanted 3 days. Right. I said that on the phone. Aren't they recorded? I said, arrest me for 3 days. I dare you. Do you have that on tape?
Oh, where does he call when he has his one phone call? By the way, I think that one phone call is a myth.
Do you want to know where he called? 911.
Right.
You're still fucking tired, assholes. Click.
It's a free call.
It was worth it. Yeah, you can't charge him for that one. That's an anything goes call because there's witnesses.
Well, they do say never suffer alone, never worry alone.
Well, here's what I'm saying. 2021, mental health is finally a thing. Join us, Ken and I, both subscribers to BetterHelp. BetterHelp. It's therapy. Okay. And you want to talk to somebody about your feelings. Or in my case, you
call 911 for no reason.
Yes. I was going to say, in my case, you learn what feelings are, and then you go from there. Pre-feelings, we call it. BetterHelp is customized online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist. You don't even have to be seen on camera if you don't want to. It's much more affordable than in-person therapy, where I would think it'd be the opposite. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp, and Keith and the Girl listeners get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/KATG. That's betterhelp.com/KATG.
We joke, but I really do think that you have to talk to someone. And a lot of times it helps to talk to someone outside of your circle of friends, family, colleagues, things like that. So you can be maybe a little more honest, or somebody can guide you into really knowing how you feel. And this pandemic, this happened 100 years ago, and they did not have the communication that we had, and we do. So it's such a big deal that BetterHelp is available.
And you don't think Jordan Cheyenne needs a little better help? You think she's doing just fine? She's got to take videos. He's just rough on so many levels. Yeah, level number 1, your car's hot as fuck. Your kid's like a dog. Get him out of there. Level 2. All right, BetterHelp. Yeah, give him a phone call, Jordan. Okay. All right, the Emmys were last night.
Oh. Sorry.
Okay.
The Emmys were last night. No one protested this year. Everyone's cool.
They were cool at first, it seemed, but then uncool. because no, despite there being I believe, let's see, a record nominee lineup of non-white actors, no actors of color won an Emmy. None won. So
baby steps, everyone be patient.
So okay, look, if you want to win Emmys, you got to do good work. And apparently there were no people of color that did good work this year. Let me say this to actors of color, just step up and you'll sweep. Because they're not trying too hard. 700 channels on TV, not one fucking good one. You know what I mean? It's sad.
And Emmys are for TV, right?
Emmys are for TV. And so you get many chances.
Right. Oh my God.
Some of these shows, they have 62 episodes a season. You want to kill yourself. None of them were good, these colored actors.
And there's so many colors.
There's so many. This isn't just brown. This isn't just black. This is every color of the rainbow. You all blew it but white. It's not like I wonder what that. It's not even like, really, because his dad was that counts. It was none of them. So I don't know. Should there be how about reparations as an acting class? You know what I fucking mean?
Oh my goodness.
Oh boy.
This is the weirdest thing. They know that this is going to happen. They can't throw anyone a bone. Like, we didn't think that you were that great, but we just want to sleep the next night.
So try harder next year.
Oh my God. Sorry.
Not Michael K. Williams, rest in peace. He won't get another chance. But Billy Porter. You know, I don't even know. Just
you don't even see white.
I don't even right. I don't know who's who, but the Academy does and sees that you guys aren't doing such a good job.
I'm telling you, you all have to start looking like Tom Cruise. He's in everything and wins everything. Tell me he didn't win last night. He won something.
They're allowed to use whiteface, right? There's got to be something because you're not doing a good. Oh, well. Here's the big winners. Ted Lasso on Apple TV got 4 Emmys. I am told I have to see this, but right now I'm on the vampires, okay?
What's the Ted Lasso one?
Ted Lasso is a guy that it started like a little too sick on me for me, but I'll give it a chance because people love it. Some guy inherits or something a sports team.
You've said too much. Thank you.
I feel like I'm going to do an apology on that next week. I'm not really sure what happens in it. HBO had a show called Mare, Mare, of Eastown that got 3. And HBO Max's Hacks.
What the hell is Mare? Mare is in like an animal?
Maybe Nightmare. There's an apostrophe before the M. But it sounds like a daymare, maybe, because they could substitute anything. When people were talking about it when it first came out, it sounded like a whodunit. And I call those just you tell me's. Here's what you thought you saw at night. No, you told me I saw it. You told me I saw that happen. Can you imagine you're watching movies and you go, yeah, but we don't know if that really happened. No, I have to believe it happened so we can go on with our fucking lives. Now, that was a tree by the window, not a person. What you said it was a person. You said that. Was the teacher at work that day? I don't know. Research it. Get back to me. Anyways, limited series winner was the Queen's Gambit. I keep hearing about that. She's a drug addicted. You said too genius. Much. Okay. Well, you love chess. You love drug addicted. Those are two things Hemda loves. Here's what I think. I think these chess shows, they sort of are like poker, and you can. I just pretend I'm watching poker. It becomes interesting. Okay. Right. Well, I'll give a little spoiler here. She defeats addiction by taking a long bath. Well, congratulations to the Queen's Gambit for winning over there. Queen's Gambit is being sued, though, by a real-life Soviet chess champion. Nona Grapendashvili is suing Netflix for defamation. Oh. So now we know her name. The Queen's Gambit. Sure, what is it? The Queen's Gambit in the woman in the show says, they say, oh, she's about to play men for the first time. No women has played men at this time. And this woman in real life is saying, I played many men and I'm suing for $5 million.
Are they saying it's based on her story, or she's saying it's based on her story?
They're not saying it's based on a true story, but they used a real name. Then at the end, they go, all names are coincidental, so they don't get in trouble like this.
I feel like she has a case.
See, why not?
Yeah, I feel like she has a case. I don't think you're supposed to use someone's story.
The line in question comes in the series' final episode as the protagonist, Beth, competes for a world chess title in Moscow. An announcer commentating during one of Beth's matches remarks, quote, the only unusual thing about her really is her sex. And even that's not unique in Russia. There's Nana Gaprindashvili, but she's the female world champion and has never faced men. Okay.
I mean, I don't know how the law works. It seems like you can get something.
Sounds like it's anything fucking goes, or I'm suing Queen. So that bullshit they put out, you just go, no, that was a different made up person. Yeah, similar names probably, but
here's the thing. In order for them to be, already getting sued, that means they got in touch and probably asked for some sort of settlement or somebody. Don't you try to settle out of court? So the fact that we know about it and it's going to court is a big deal.
The allegation that Grapindashvili has never faced men is manifestly false, as well as being grossly sexist and belittling.
What's manifestly wrong?
I think you can prove it. It's concrete fucking wrong.
Well, that's true.
Let's see. These facts were known to Netflix. She wins $5 million as well as a court order to remove the offending line from the series.
Oh, wow. That's serious.
Yeah.
Wow.
In a statement provided to Entertainment Weekly, a Netflix spokesperson said, quote, Netflix has only the utmost respect for Miss Gaprindashvili and her illustrious career.
Oh, they didn't tell her to go fuck herself in public?
But
uh-oh.
We believe this claim has no merit and will vigorously defend the case. No one has more respect for her than I do. Nobody. What she's done, beating men, as you say. But who cares? But
I don't even know why. I get that we are demanding it, but why do they even need to make a statement? They're getting sued. I don't know. Right. Isn't there a see you in court?
What are your thoughts? My thoughts are that wasn't nice of her.
My thoughts are I have the opposite thoughts of her, which is why we have to go into this building.
Right. Let's see here. What else we got? We got WandaVision. It's that superhero one you heard about, perhaps. That was up for limited series. It did not win. That was clever. No offense to Queen's Gambit.
I'm surprised everybody was going apeshit over that show.
Drama series, The Crown. And The Crown won seven honors for The Crown.
Who is the crown in this house shall be deemed the one to wear the heavy throne.
How far did you get?
Oh, just hovering over Netflix. It starts going.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because you're right.
Really?
God damn, this movie. I thought it's going to be a high school history lesson, but not boring as fuck. And yeah, it goes and it starts, with the very first, the queen as we know her.
This is a series, right?
This is a series. And then we're going to get to Princess Diane. We're going to get to paparazzi. We're going to get to all this, but they're going to compact it in a short thing for me. Holy shit. You can tell the entire 70,000 seasons are just how important the crown is above your family, ironically, above your husband, for sure. And I get it. I'm like, I get it. Oh, now the sister's upset because she's not I get it. I think I lasted one episode, but it felt like days.
Family is does safari. Family, but Family's the jewel is the weighted item, boss.
Yeah. But anyway.
How far did you get? 10 minutes?
I think one show. I think.
And you still won't watch BoJack. Cool.
I saw some clip and I don't know. You sent me the wrong one. Comedy series was Ted Lasso beating out Cobra Kai. Well, I would assume Cobra Kai is going to win an Emmy. This is the world. This is how nuts this world is. Cobra Kai's up for an Emmy. Holy.
We didn't like Cobra Kai.
We didn't like it. It's offensive. It's offensive to karate. It's offensive to comedy. It's offensive to acting. It's offensive to kids' sensibilities.
Wow. I hope it's getting sued. It's so offensive.
I'm suing it. I took karate and it's nothing like that. And it disparages the act of kid karate. First of all, half these fucking kids are murderers. And they just keep going to school, because it's real important, this Old Valley tournament. Also up for comedy series, didn't win. The Kominsky Method. I finished this. It can go fuck itself.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I'm really, I think I'm a one season guy. So you saw the whole thing. You saw all three seasons.
I liked both.
It goes to season 3.
Wait, there's a season 3?
Are you being serious?
I watched all of it. So whatever season we're on. I don't know.
The Alan Arkin died.
Yes.
Okay. So that's how the season starts. So I'm binging. I just go to the next season. I'm like, okay, he's dead. Good to know. So they really switched that. Then nothing happens in the 3rd season until Michael Douglas wins an Oscar, his character. Mm-hmm. And he's not just a coach. He could have done it the whole time. I feel like Michael Douglas in real life said, my character needs an Oscar. Like, he doesn't know it's not a real character. He thinks people think it's him, that he couldn't actually win an Oscar. And so the character, it makes no fun. And they put the Oscar down, and that's the end. That's how the whole series ends. He has his Oscar.
Did I watch the last one?
No, we never gave a shit about if he wins an Oscar. That wasn't an ongoing theme.
Yeah, it was the personalities between him and other people, like the interactions. Yeah.
I think Michael Douglas insisted, the way Vin Diesel insists he has to win fights in movies. He can't let a character, which isn't him, lose a fight, because the audience will think Vin Diesel can't win in a fight. And Vin Diesel believes that'll lower his box office asking price.
In all fairness, I think they're right. I think your average person will think like that.
So
I'm not saying they're right in insisting on it. That's whatever. But I think they're right in that people will think that.
See? Well, Michael Douglas was like, I don't want people to think I'm a washed up acting coach.
Honestly, I think he's right. I think they will. I think that people absolutely do that.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
He did it, and it was stupid. Best Variety Special Live, Stephen Colbert's Election Night 2020, Democracy's Last Stand, Building Back America Great Again, Better 2020.
Okay.
And when he got on stage with his writers, Conan O'Brien jumped on stage as well. Conan O'Brien had nothing to do with it. He yells, quote, "We fucking did it."
No.
And he's taking bows as Stephen Colbert is winning.
What's Stephen Colbert doing?
He's laughing. It's funny.
That's funny. It's funny because I was going to say he pulled a Kanye, but nobody was laughing when Kanye was doing it.
Right. Well, Conan didn't grab the mic. Conan didn't look like he was going to punch you in the face. And Taylor's like, take all my Grammys. Holy shit. But that was cute. All right, Kenda.
Yep.
That's everything. Let's recap.
Okay.
Yep. Silent trailers. I won yet again. Did I talk over you? What were you just saying?
I was saying you won yet again.
That is true. I do see the chat during the show, after the show. And it's funny that people go against me and are rooting against me.
Oh, your own audience, you mean?
My own audience is rooting against me.
It's fun because you're so it's a given that you're gonna win. So it's kind of fun to be like, come on, let these other guys have something.
I go to Michael Jordan's house and I hope he trips outside and breaks the knee. I mean, it's crazy stuff. But all right, I guess it keeps me going. Hopefully, the biggest news was sorted out. Nancy was 7, Kyle was 1, and I apologize for all the awkward phone calls you guys have to make. If you're going to videotape your kid crying and you're going to be manipulative, maybe put the video up yourself and don't have a nephew do it. Or just when you're doing something so fucking psychotic, double check your work. I think that's fair to say. I remember there was somebody that was teaching like how to I don't know what it was, how to put makeup on a dog. Who the fuck knows what the lesson was? But she accidentally put up her beating her dog to stay in one place.
Yeah, I remember that.
Just think what you're doing is evil. Double check it. Okay.
By the way, if you are subscribed to this podcast, it means you got Keith putting up "What's My Name" in the feed by mistake. So maybe a couple thousand got that before he realized. So that's fun. And I say that as a good thing, because I think if you're subscribed, you can get to the things that come up by accident.
Yeah. Oh, there are accidents for sure.
Yeah.
I was trying to do something special with Diana Deborah's shows, and one of those shows by mistake was the last thing in your feed. So that's why that was there. So take a listen to her. It's the Waiter series part 1. VIP, of course, has the other 2 parts. A British teenager stuck a USB cable up his asshole. Up his front hole, and still looks at his parents sideways like they can't figure out computers.
I wonder if he was putting it in his front hole to maybe plug it into someone's back hole.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Who has the other connection, right? One guy called 911 so many times he went to jail. He just wants people to know that he's tired. That's all. Everybody just wants to be heard.
Remember that movie? And my biological clock is ticking.
Vinny, right?
Yes, my cousin Vinny. He kept getting put in jail. The lawyer kept getting put in jail because he was stepping out of line. Finally, He just stayed in jail. Turns out he could sleep like a baby in there.
See? That easy. And finally, please, speaking of acting coaches, if there's any coaches out there that know how to coach people of color to act better, they will win. No, I mean in acting. Oh boy, it's a very, very sensitive subject. But I would like to one day see a person of color win a couple Emmys.
There's so many shows.
Same year. So many shows.
Balls. Oh my God!
Why do you think they have troubles the most? Can they they have they went through the same stuff we did. That's the irony. Why can't they emote? Oh well. Anyway, there's probably, speaking of YouTube, there's probably an acting class they can take. Anyways, that's everything.
Get some BetterHelp.com/KATG. Click like if you like. See you next time.